January and February are like loading screens for the rest of the year, and mobile gaming's pretty much flexing as hard as it can. Some games are coming, some opening the doors, and a few of them are just waiting to take your free time. Here are 13 mobile games you must know of if you're planning your next downloads. Alright, first of all, look, we all know the mobile JRPG market is floated with half-baked cash grabs right now. And that's pretty much exactly why soon Sea of Stars is looking like it's about to throw a serious curveball here. And for those of you who missed it, Sea of Stars is basically Chrono Trigger nostalgia without even mimicking the game. The combat's pretty fresh, it's a dynamic game, it ditches the standard wait your turn grind for something way more engaging. I've already played it on PC and I'm still coming back for more when it hits mobile. Add in Yasunari Mitsuda's soundtrack. Here you've got a JRPG that's just as much about the journey as it's about the vibe and the battles. Mark April 7th, this might just redefine mobile JRPGs when it lands.
A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what...
Everyone who's played mobile long enough has been burned by a console classic port that barely runs and somehow still asks for money. And Tomb Raider 2013 coming to mobile is just different. Mostly because, in fact, Feral Interactive has actually earned some trust so far. This is a full survival trilogy opener, all DLCs included, plus extra skills, weapons, skins, and even a new challenge tomb. Touch controls are tuned, of course, but controller and keyboard support are there too, which in the case of a keyboard, you're masochist, supposedly it keeps the visual punch as well. We haven't played it yet, but if Feral sticks the landing like they usually do, this could be one of those rare mobile ports that actually respects your time. Happy yet? Well, you should be. I'm Fish is now not only on iOS and Chinese or whatever, but sitting on the Play Store as well for free in English. We've had unofficial ports, speculations, rumors, tons of misleading stuff for this game, but it's finally sitting on mobile stores. You can totally play for free right now. Before hopping in, though, you must know it's a deliberately punishing physics-based platformers and one that sort of turns frustration into just comedy and maybe joy. The story is you control a group of sentient fishes attempting to escape captivity. It's got bizarre humor, quite a bit of a creative pace and design, and laughable challenges of players who do enjoy suffering just a bit.
To collect the most golden bricks.
Your group chat has already decided who's getting blamed, and the game isn't even out yet. And that is exactly the energy LEGO Party brings. If you missed the game on other consoles with the mobile port rumors, on paper, it's a Mario Party style board game stuffed with fast minigames, which sounds perfect for mobile, but mobile ports have betrayed us before, of course. If this actually comes to iOS and Android, the big question won't be the content, it'll be the controls, pacing, and whether matches respect battery life and human patience. And it could also be another great idea, awkward phone execution. Either way, it's pretty much too early to trust this one, but the shape is promising for sure. Everness to Everness is that one game we've been focusing a little too much recently, in fact, for almost a year. Wondering if it's just real or just another teaser machine. The good news is there's a upcoming beta that's running from February 6th to 20th, but it could be a make or break moment for the thing. Either way, the whole idea for the game is pretty interesting, the setting is pretty solid, looks great, developers just released another trailer for it, all in good reason probably. And for those of you who missed it, it's a urban paranormal RPG in a big city that just wants to do a lot of things at the same time. Story missions, open world, side activities, raids, rides, and even the mundane life stuff. Everness to Everness is definitely hitting high, looking like a banger. All's left to wait for just one more week. That feeling when a game goes quiet long enough, you assume it's dead. That's been Assassin's Creed Jade for almost a year now. Turns out the game is still alive, confirmed by a very Ubisoft move, a Discord admin saying yes and dropping a smiley recently. Anyway, Jade is still pitched as full-fat Assassin's Creed on mobile, set in ancient China, open world, stealth parkour, the works, which sounds great, mildly terrifying on a phone, especially an Android phone, not an iPhone 15. We've seen pretty ambitious mobile ACs before, and execution is always a real boss fight. No release date yet, no new footage, just proof it's not cancelled. For now, that's just enough to keep cautious interest alive. Rainbow Six Mobile is finally hitting Android and iOS on the 23rd of February. Now, to celebrate the announcement, if you missed it, developers launched a pre-registration campaign. You just need to head over to the official Rainbow Six Mobile website. Alternatively, players who already have access can use the referral program to invite friends to the game as well. It's definitely getting over its final stage, having had closed alphas, betas, and soft launches for like many years, and it's now coming back with just a heck of a lot more.
Waiting for, let me know,
Ananta is still on track for mobile, and it's just still as wild considering that Ananta is a real thing and it's coming to mobile. Instead of like being another Genshin Impact, your NetEase is ditching loop grind entirely and doubling down on stealing possibly the finest of mobile gaming mechanics for like the past decades of gaming. In fact, the newest trailer basically plays like a tribute band for Spider-Man 2, Grand Theft Auto, Watch Dogs, Sleeping Dogs, and even Sifu a little bit. You've got whip swinging, parkour, carjacking, martial arts, hiking, NPC reactions, multi-level interiors, the whole buffet. Pretty shameless, but it's also impressive seeing this thing run on phone instead of a PlayStation 5. I guess we're just all gonna be finding out soon. Well, look guys, the 7 Deadly Sins region finally locked gold and it's coming out in about 2 days. You've probably already seen the release reveal announcement, so you are aware that 7 Deadly Sins Origins is just in a pretty good shape right now. Looks polished and very anime, which tells you almost nothing about how it'll actually feel to play. But we know it's an open world game, it's got co-op bosses, a good combat, the usual checklist, but now stretched across consoles, PC and mobile at the same time, which always raises a lot of questions. Unreal Engine 5 is check, on phone would make it really pretty. Soon enough, maybe we're all gonna be looking for a rehab center because this damn thing looks as addictive as dope. If you've ever bounced off a mobile strategy game because it turned into Excel with dragons at some point, you're not alone. Order of Kings might be trying something smarter here. It's still very much a 4X strategy game at heart. Build, expand, collect famous generals, repeat, but the hook is real-time battles where terrain actually matters. Elevations, checkpoints, flanks, stuff strategy games usually say when they, care about. And it's also set in the endless reused Three Kingdoms era because why not do it for the 1000th time when it works? Anyway, the closed beta hits in a week, so this is all potential right now, no proof. Still, anything that just tries to move mobile strategy beyond raw stats and timers has our attention. On another hand, Anemo is basically Pokemon on steroids, if we haven't said it before, and all that shoved in with 12 gigabytes RPG package where you collect, build, and occasionally turn into monsters you catch along the way. Now, here's the thing, the good developers actually just launched a new extraction heist mode, which is really good. The core game is open world, online only, and currently in second beta, doing a mighty fine job as it is. It feels like a playground for just people who want Pal World but with like slightly less action. They've added PvP and co-op, it's all creature collecting goodness, social antics and base building in a fine harmony, so to speak. All's left is for these developers to hit all the promises on the official launch when it lands globally. Anemo is a free-to-play on Android and iOS. Now look guys, this was prior to this just speculations, but Vampire Survivors spin-off, The Vampire Crawlers, is now much likely to land on mobile. In fact, Developers just came up with its second official gameplay trailer, which is nothing almost short of perfect. New gameplay confirms this isn't just lazy reskin. The spin-off seems to shift the whole thing into a first-person turn-based dungeon crawler where all the weapons are turned into a deck that you're gonna be building as you explore. Characters and the gears are back, but the pacing is slower now, more tactical, cleaner. If its 2026 release lands right on mobile, this could end up being a genuinely smart project. We'll see. And that moment when you hear a new Battle Royale game and your brain immediately prepares to be disappointed, it's gotta be Prime Rush's starting line, kind of. This Battle Royale new game was just announced. It's aiming squarely at mobile and the Brazilian market, which already makes it more interesting than other Fortnite chasers. The game is set on a floating map inspired by real Brazilian locations, and it's kind of mixing classic BR rules with extraction style decisions, which is where things could either click or, pretty much easily fall apart. Super Gamer's track record with Indus suggests that they're not winging it, at least, and we haven't played it yet, but expectations are already on the roof with this game. Thanks for watching. Let me know which one's your favorite, let me know which ones you're hyped for. See you again soon.